Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Keep It Concise. Let's get into the show. Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Concise. This is the Keep It Concise podcast. And what did I just press? What's going on, y'all? Happy New Year. It's 2026. Shout out to everybody that has made it into the new year. Continue doing your thing, man. I appreciate everybody that continues to follow your boy. I appreciate everybody that's been watching all my content. Subscribe to the channel. I really, really do appreciate y'all for being a subscriber. And honestly, man, I like none of this stuff matters without y'all, for real, for real. Like none of it matters. Now, would I still try to do it with no followers? Probably so, because I love to do content and to YouTube and stuff like that. I love doing this stuff. So I do appreciate y'all if y'all still continue to follow me no matter what, man, for real, for real. But it's 2026. Y'all seen the title, Happy New Year. Now what, right? So I'm going to kind of just give y'all like where I'm at, what's going on with some things. But first is first, man. Shout out where you're from. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? What you want, the vacay special? You want the vacay special? I'll send you a DM. It didn't change drastically, man, at all, to be honest. So I'll send you some information. I ain't gonna say it on a live. I'm live like on like 3 different things, but yeah, we still got the vacay special if that's what you're looking for. But that was one of my old clients. Cool guy, y'all. But Columbus, Ohio, what's next? I know what's going on, plugs. Happy New Year, Neil. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go down a real quick memory lane, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I have coming up for the new year for y'all, and also just for life in general. Like here's one thing. I noticed, some things has been going on. Like, yo, we got into 2026 with drama. Like, I don't understand. When I say drama, I mean like there's always something going on. You know what I mean? I'm talking like globally, like federally, like we over here we dropping bombs, like for real. Like the year it ain't fireworks. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of stuff that's already going on. So basically what I'm trying to say is make sure that y'all have y'all P's and Q's in order, like that y'all doing what y'all got to do and y'all staying focused, man. Like honestly, I don't know what it is, but I just been tunnel vision recently, and I know there's stuff that's going on around me, but at the end of the day, like, drama don't keep your lights on, So let's keep going. So first thing I'm going to do is, and I'm going down memory lane real quick. And if y'all are on IG, you guys want to see more and more of this conversation, go ahead and hop on YouTube and you'll see everything that's going on. But let me just go ahead, yo. So we did the Concise Awards. Shout out to everybody that has been commenting on these Concise Awards. I know I've been making some people upset. This is some drama right here, to be honest. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that agree with me. It's so interesting that a lot of people came out the woodworks. Low key was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got this one. You right on this one. Like people had a certain product, they went back to it and realized, like, you know what, it's legit. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all have done that. So I appreciate y'all for understanding my clipper. I appreciate y'all for understanding my trimmer. Now, the trimmer one, I ain't had that much like conversation when it came to the trimmer. I feel like a lot of people knew what was what. And it's crazy because I can go on my Instagram right now. I can look at some people doing content, and you'll be surprised how many people got that T45. They might not talk about it much, but they got it. Like I seen the T45, the High-Vis, and the Andis EXO2s the most. Like when I see people doing content. So I'm not, it's just not surprised. That's all. And then I did this one. Now this one was the innovator of the year, and I gave it to the West Tech because innovation of the year. I thought it was kind of interesting how they went about that product, and they got their digital award, and they responded back. So I'm glad that they received the award, and we're gonna keep going. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. I still have some awards that I'm going to do. I'm going to still do them anyway. I know we're in 2026, but I'm still going to do them anyway. I was just working on the guards. The guards ones should be out this week. I have a lot more coming, to be honest, even past the guards. But we did a shaver one. The shaver one, I think I gave a healthy. If y'all didn't see the shaver one, go ahead and check that one out. I think I gave a healthy like breakdown on single, double, and double foil with the long hair cutter. I think that was a healthy one to really look at. If you're definitely looking for a shaver that's going to last a long time. So if I was you, I would definitely look at that. If you didn't see it, um, you you need to see it. I think the double foil shaver for me, like, um, if I had to be biased, I'm going with the Exceed shaver all day. It did not win. I know that might be crazy for some. Like, well, if you like that, that's your favorite one. Then how did it win? Well, I put everything through the test, and just because I like it the most doesn't mean that it went through. It got the highest points on the test when it comes to all around. So there's another one that did, and it's not that far off, but it's it is what it is. But here's when here's where I'm at. It's 2026, and I've been kind of talking about this. Like, you gotta, focus in on your first quarter. I know a lot of people try to make goals for the whole year. Focus in on the first quarter, the first 3 months, and see what you can do. Really can do. And this is something that's already been in the making. When it comes to like what now. Um, I know I haven't been doing a lot of tutorials, but I'm going to do a lot of more tutorials, because to me it actually makes more sense for y'all to see me break these products down, but also do the tutorial with it. Now, I have done it every now and then, but I think what I'm going to do is it's going to be like a mandatory thing that comes after the concise review. That's one thing. Comparisons, I've been doing a healthy uh, group of those, but I'm actually going to do a little bit more, and also like stretch it a little bit more, be a little bit more creative when it comes to the comparisons. Behind the scenes. Now, this one right here, this is not going to be the behind the scenes that you're probably going to think. Um, like just hair cutting, like behind the scenes. No, I'm going to show y'all behind the scenes, like for real, like what goes down. You know what I mean? How many days I work, why I only work those so many days at the shop. What am I doing at the shop? The stuff I got to do. I'm gonna tell y'all my best friend, the store that I go to all the time, which is Lowe's. Why I'm always in Lowe's. What do I do in there? Like, what is always something that I'm doing? What are some things that I'm thinking about for the shop? How are we trying to get ahead, not get behind? Just stuff like that. Like even like in the mastermind, I might even do a SWOT with y'all. I think every barber needs to understand what a SWOT analysis is and actually know how to break down and go through it. Also, I'm going to bring back some challenges. I have some challenges that I have been sitting on, and I actually been waiting for this year. And hopefully, we get some good, healthy barbers back doing some challenges, because why not, man? That stuff was fun. Like, to me, like, that's when YouTube was. Excuse me. That's when YouTube was great. Not saying it ain't great no more, but that's when it was great, when you seen these challenges going on and people was going back and forth. Like, that to me was like, barbering was dope. Like, I look forward to going on somebody's YouTube channel to see if they did a challenge or not. Now it's like everybody's doing their thing. Don't get me wrong. And we're all focused and, like tunnel vision. But I also think that there needs to be some more unity back on YouTube. Because for some reason it's like every man for themselves, and I don't know. It's just not. That's just not who I am. It's not in my spirit. So we're gonna do some challenges. So these are the things that you're gonna see from me in 2026. My question is, it's 2026. What now for you? What are some things that you have, you know, focusing on? What are some of your goals? What are some of the things that you are seeking in 2026? What are you going to do behind the chair better? Like, how are you going to level up when it even comes at being at home? How do you level up your health? How do you level up your peace? Like your spirit man, how are you going to level up? What is what's next for you in 2026? What have you been telling yourself? What have you been speaking into that's going to happen in 2026? So if y'all can leave a comment, let me know what is your goals for 2026? What are you doing right now in 2026? Did you get burnt out? Did 2025 get you in a place where it's like, yo, I can't have another year like 2025? Okay, great. So what are we doing for 2026? How many of y'all probably need to take a break? How many of y'all probably need to rest? How many of y'all probably need a week off? Now, I'm not saying to be lazy, but the ones that work hard crazy, they know. How many times your family going to tell you like, "Hey, can you just can you take a day?" Balance is a necessity. Everybody needs to do that. Everybody got to know when to just sit down and relax and do nothing. But also you need to know when you need to be waking up early. You get what I'm saying? Wake up early and do what you got to do. Be ahead of the game so you can get to a place to rest. How many of us is doing that? What are who are I'm gonna tell you this right now. In 2026, you need to define or already be in motion of your identity, who you are, where you're going. Sorry. Where you're going, like you need to already be activated because 2027, I really think that a lot of stuff is going to be settled in 2027, meaning that things from 2026 needs to be on a cruise. Like it needs to be like a certain flow because not to be like that, nothing is time is getting shorter, it seems like. Family is getting older, you're getting older, and the economy, the prices is going up. So if you're not taking 2026 serious, I think 2027 is going to be too late. I'm just being honest with y'all. You said they may be afraid to, and I understand that. Fear of missing money, I understand that. Um, but when my thing is that when you get, how can I say this? If your mindset is this, if I take a day, then I'm losing money, right? That lets me know that your mindset is only this. The only way I make money is if I'm doing something. You haven't got to the place where your money is working for you. And since you haven't got to a place where your money is working for you, your mindset can stay stuck on, well, if I'm not working, I'm not bringing in no income. You should be able to sit down at home and still be making money. And that's everybody. I'm being honest. You should be able to sit at home and something is increasing. Your money is either invested and it's going up in value. You should be able to sit at home. You shouldn't always have to be behind the chair to make money. I'm not saying it doesn't start out that way. There's a lot of barbers that they make a lot of money. They put some money to a side. They get some real estate, and they make a certain amount of money each month from their real estate. You get what I'm saying? Like you have to. It's a must, especially in 2026. You have to figure that out. How can you still have your peace? How can you still have your rest? How can you still have your energy? How can you still have your state of mind, your creativity, and still be able to hold value and success, not always being behind the chair. Now, if this is your season being behind the chair nonstop, then let it be that and know that's what it is and go. But there are some of y'all have some creative things in y'all mind and y'all just sitting on it and you ain't doing nothing about it. So what I'm saying is 2025 was a serious year. I'll be honest with you. I think 2025 really kind of showed people who they really are, where they're really at. 2026 is the momentum year. You got to be doing something, and effectively too. Ask God for the wisdom, because see, here's the thing too, because there's a lot of us, and I've been in this trap before. We seek knowledge, we seek it, we go to all these classes, we watch all these watch all these YouTube channels, and it's great information. Unfortunately, we're not wise enough to know how to operate with the knowledge we just gained. Some of us is in knowledge overload. Every day you trying to learn something like you trying to learn something, you trying to do it this way, you trying to do it that way. Oh, but nah, but he said I need to do it this way, and I need to try. Let me can I say something? Find something, work it out, see if it works for you. See, Myron Golden says, you know what? I read the Bible. The Bible tells me I need to do this. And I said, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to test it out. He does that. And then he goes to the next thing. But us, for some reason, we are information, like we get so much information every day. Our brain cannot even comprehend it all the time. As much as you think, it might feel good in a moment. But what are you really sitting down with? What are you in like what are you digesting? And what are you practicing? What are you doing with that information? Because once the craziest thing too is that some of us will get information, we'll try it, it doesn't work, and then be like, oh, nah, I'm gonna try something different. No, you probably needed to go through that so you can get to the next level of that information you just learned, whatever it is. It could be cutting hair. Some of us be like, yo, I'm gonna learn how to fade down. You learn how to fade down, it's like, it ain't really working how I needed to work. So I'm gonna continue, I'm gonna go back to fading up. You got to get through the ugly phase, and none of us want to go through an ugly phase. And y'all know what I mean by the ugly phase. Like right now, I don't got a whole afro, but if I wanted to get braids, this would be considered the ugly phase of trying to get braids. Nobody wants that short mini fro. You know what I mean? But if you ever want to get to the point where you got longer hair, you got to get through the ugly phase. Sadly, now we be skipping the ugly phase through now. Some dudes be getting extensions and all of that, but I ain't. That's a whole different story. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. So what now? What is your goals for 2026? Matter of fact, what is your goals for the first quarter of 2026? What are you trying to see happen for you, your family, your business, your clients, all those that are around your community? If you go to church, your church, like what are the things that you want to see? Because right now, I feel like some of us, and here's the thing, some people say that this is a slow season for the barbering industry. This ain't a slow season. If this is a slow season, that means that you're not taking the opportunity of what this season actually gives you. It gives you the time to reset and think and figure out what should you do next in your business. Now, how many of y'all got an email list? How many of y'all have been learning about how to get more acclimated in social media? Who's doing email marketing? Who's doing Google ads? Right now, my wife, she's been going hard in mini chat, making sure that everything flows the right way. I'm taking AI classes. Like, what are you doing? You want to call it a slow season? This ain't no slow season. There's no such thing literally as a slow season, because you should always be learning. You should always be elevating. You should always be doing something, even if it's behind the scenes. The other day, I took out the time. I looked at my shop. I looked at all the Google reviews. I responded back to each and every last Google review because I had the time to do so. Not only that, I upgraded my Google Photos. I put like 10 to 15 up. And every month, I'm gonna probably do the same thing, like 10 to 15 photos. So it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that that I'm wondering if this is the stuff that we're thinking about. Also, I'm gonna be like my behind the scenes. Now, let me ask you this: put a one in the chat if you're thinking about opening up your own shop. I know y'all might like just being honest with you. Like, if y'all like, don't be as scared to say it if you know other people that watch my stuff. But if one day you want to open up your own shop, put a one in the chat. How many of y'all think y'all should be shop owners? Put a one in the chat if you think you need to be a shop owner, and put a two in the chat if you just okay with just being a barber at a shop. I'm curious where y'all at with that one. Appreciate you, bro. I def like your perspective on all the Clippers and keeping it 100. I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you. Why wasn't LeBron not included with the shaver? Only because Bron isn't. How can I say this? And you can kind of also say this about the bevel a little bit, but I would say the bevel has been more introduced more in the barbering than the Bron. The Bron is more at home. Like Bron doesn't like. Have you ever seen a like Bron at a barber expo? They don't really. They're not focusing on like the barbering industry, even though we use it. I think that bevel actually did kind of start it that way, so that's why I gave it. I gave bevel that, but I did also say it's more so at a home shaver. But that's the only reason why. Just opened one 6 months ago. That was the easy part. Building a team is the challenge. Plugs. I had to give you the horns, man. That you're right. Building a team is the challenge. It is the challenge. Now, how many of y'all okay with just being just a barber at a shop? Or do y'all feel like y'all all need to own a shop one day? One, but I need to start my journey. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let's see. Let me see. Sorry. I had my own salon for 12 years. I pray over my salon, my customers, and potential clients. My success comes from the Lord. He allows me to manage it. He owns it. I believe that's why I'm successful. Amen. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. The name of Divine Hair Studios is divine because of him. We wouldn't that building does not exist without God. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. There is no way that we can operate without Christ being the head of the shop in our lives. Yeah, I mean, opening a shop has to be on firm foundation. But what is foundation to open up a shop? See, I'm about to like how many I want to find the ones that are okay with just being a barber at a shop. Is there any of those that are on the live right now? Or do all of y'all feel like y'all need to open up a shop? Because I honestly think that somebody needs to do a a course. Well, maybe that might be me. Not a course, but more like a story. Like just follow you. Just subscribe to the channel. Follow what I'm saying because the type of content I'm gonna give y'all, I think it's gonna be healthy for both people. For those that want to be in the shop and those that want to be owners. Because being an owner is one thing, right? There's two different types of owners. There's two different types of owners. Oh my gosh. What's up with these balloons, bro? There's two different types of owners when it comes to a shop. And then you got somewhat two different type of barbers. Yeah, you could basically say two different type of barbers. The one where he says building a team is a challenge. There, there's two different types of barbers when it comes to this. And I'm gonna tell y'all, stylists and like salons, they do something. I'll be real. You can learn so much from them. You can learn so much on how stylists and salons operate. So much. How many of y'all just want to be just a barber? Meaning that there you at a business. How many of y'all trying to be the CEO, or how many of y'all are just okay being an employee? That ain't that bad. I'm waiting on y'all. But while I wait for y'all comment, let me talk about the two different type of owners real quick. The first type of owner is this. You have a shop. Let's say it's in some type of complex, right? You have a shop. You ask them, can you rent it out? Yeah, come up with some agreements, so maybe a triple net. Maybe they help with the building, the layout costs, and you got your shop. You got your 8 chairs. You start doing all the measurements. You're trying to see everything. Like you have that type of shop. You have that type of owner, right? Now, another type of owner is the owner that owns the whole building. Like they bought the building. They didn't rent it out. Nothing wrong with renting out. I'm just telling you two different types. But they bought the building. And here's the two things that's different, because the one that owns the building has to worry about way more stuff that needs to be paid. Property tax, could be city tax, local tax, um, school tax. Uh, you might have to pay for uh, like waste. You got to keep everything upgraded. Now you got to worry about the gas, not just the gas being on, but you got to think about the water heater, the furnace, the AC units, HVAC. Like you got to think about all of that as the owner of the building. Not only that, you got to worry about outside, the upkeep about outside. Make sure your steps are good. There's so much different stuff as owning the building where your shop is located and you being the owner compared to somebody that's just renting out a place. Two different type of owners. Two different things you got to worry about. Blessings. Happy New Year to you, bro. Yes, God is our source for life. I knew there was something special about you. Appreciate you, Carla. Special, something special about us all. As long as we all learn how to unlock that key, understand who we are and whose we are. That's why I say there's some more bigger things in life than just clippers and trimmers. But two different type of owners. Then you got two different type of barbers. What do y'all think the two different types of barbers are? Now, some of y'all probably saying there's more, right? There's probably, well, there's probably, there could be more different like types of barbers. But if I really had to break it down to the root of the thing, it's two different types of barbers. AJ, what's going on, man? Happy New Year to you. Two different type of barbers. Yes, I'm using a straw. All right, so I'm gonna wait till y'all to comment. Y'all a little quiet. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all might be just going through a lot, or maybe this is your relaxed season. You know what I'm saying? The two different types of barbers is this. Oh, here we go. Sorry. From my perspective, it's the barbers that push quality, then the ones that focus on quantity. Okay. Happy New Year. Being a barber is so much more than cutting hair. It's rendering useful service to people and giving a piece of our passion. Go giver instead of a go getter. Like that, Michelangelo. Only one who use professionalism, ones who use professionalism and those who are professionally licensed. Mm. All right, so I'm gonna say it like this. Now, ready for real, for real. Two different types of barbers. It's just simple to me. Those who care and those who don't care. Oh my gosh, these balloons, bro. Those are those are only two different types of barbers we have. Like when it comes to the core of a thing. And this is what I mean about those who care. Those who care about not only their self growth but the shop's growth. They care about what position that they're in and where can they be. They care about all the things um, that that it takes to be at the next level. They care about how stuff comes out, but not only that, but they care about the professionalism. They care about ethics. They care about their communication skills. They care about what they're learning, what they're investing into. They care. They care. You got those barbers. Then you got the barbers that don't care. You got some barbers that don't care professionalism, how they speak. They don't care about none of that, right? They don't care about trying to follow in your footsteps. They don't care about leading in any way. But what it seems like they care about is making money, right? But what if I told you that at the same time, they still don't care about making money? Because if they cared about making money, then they will care about all the other things about a barber who cares. So when we say this barber, all he does is care about himself, respectfully, he don't even care about himself. On some real, he don't care. He can say, "Yo, I just care about getting that money." No, no, you don't. Because if you care about getting the money, then you'll get it in a way that could be more effective. So you got barbers that care and barbers that don't. Let me not do that because the balloons will pop up. Like like what is? And that does okay. What is this? What is this? Fireworks? Fireworks. Happy New Year. Okay, there we go. There we go. I should have did that from jump. But for real, you got barbers that care and barbers that don't care. And that's it. Barbers that care today. are elevating, reaching out to their clients, sending out emails, maybe even text messages. How can I help you today? What could we do better? What could I have done better? That's a barber that cares, that can listen to constructive criticism. Now, 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 I'm not saying that you got to be perfect in all of these things, but you care enough to still activate these things. Two different types of barbers, two different types of owners. Now, I didn't talk about the characteristics of those owners, but when it comes to owning, like the physical nature of a thing, you got one that owns the building and you got one that rents out the shop. And I give it to those that rent out the shop because I feel like that same investment that it takes to rent out the shop, like I feel like you can look for a building. I could be wrong, but if the startup cost for a shop is going to be 50, you might as well try to ask for 80, put down 13, 15, and then invest, 13, 15 for the, for the shop. I mean, for the building, and then invest back, into the shop. And let's say if it has another thing you can rent out or a rental space, you can rent that out. Like that's the stuff I'm talking about. There's a difference. So my question is this: How many of those? How many of y'all are okay with being just a barber? You're not trying to own your own shop. You just want to be a part of a dope crew, and you rock out your station and you do what you got to do. You don't got to worry about no overhead. You go back home. You just do what you got to do within your in your area. You're a healthy team player, and go home and don't have to worry about all the other stuff owners have to worry about. How many of y'all are okay with that? This and here I'm speaking on this matter because I feel like there's a lot of barbers that need to just learn how to be better team players. There's too many barbers. It seems like what I have seen that's trying to be so isolated. They're trying to do their own thing, and at the end of the day, some of us is just not cut out for the ownership level. Some of us actually operates better just being part of a team. Not everybody can be the CEO. Everybody wants to be their own boss. Let me tell you something. You can be your own boss, but you're taking a risk. You got to care enough about people. If you're going to have your own in your own shop, you got to care enough about people that honestly they get paid first before you do. Especially starting out. Like if you're not ready to take that, if you okay, how can I say this? If you okay with having your shop and it's just your chair, you didn't get everybody in there yet, but you okay paying all the bills, you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with that. I'm not saying it's always going to be like that, but there's a season, is what I'm trying to say. Because your earnings might have to go, like, let's say they get, you pay them out, you pay your barbers out, or they earn what they need to earn, and then everything else that you have earned, it might have to go back into the business. If you're okay with that, cool, cool. I'm not saying that there ain't gonna be no profit. Yes, definitely can be profit, but you got to learn. Like he said, where is it at? Where he say it at? A firm foundation. You have to understand the foundation. You have to understand what it's really going to take for that to truly, truly happen. I know a lot of barbers like uh we really think that once you open up a shop, you just gonna make crazy money. That ain't always the case. That ain't always the case. You can, but how do you go about it? So this is some of the stuff I'm gonna be talking about. More and more content this way. Because in 2026, honestly, I care enough for y'all to be in the right position that y'all need to be. I don't want y'all being out there like you have to be real with yourself. I don't want you just being out there just to be out there trying stuff. And honestly, you realize like, yo, that ain't me. Like you got to get to a place that ain't you. Like I knew I was not an employee. Like I'm not a 9 to 5 guy. I knew I wasn't a great employee. I knew I wasn't. I'm being real with y'all. It wasn't always the job. It ain't the job. It was me. I just knew I was crazy enough. Took the risk more on myself, working 16, 17, 18 hours a day, working on my own business, getting people under me because I honestly believe that I could be a good owner or a good leader and help them get where they need for themselves to get to and be what they need to be for their family and speaking life into people. Like I do that here. It's a love. I love doing it. It's how I serve. If that is not you, it is. Let me just say this: it's okay. Stop trying to be something you're not, but be great at to what you are. If you that barber, you you can come in 7, 8, 9 in the morning. They give you a key. You start the day off. You start the vibes, the environment. You cut your hair. You speak great with your clients. The team members they love you and all of that. And that's all you got to worry about. You getting paid. They're owners getting their portion, and you get home to be with your family, and everything is good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes your clients, barbers, uh, we love our clients. We love our clients, but don't let them get to your head all the time. Yo, bro, you need to get your own, bro. You need to start your own, man. For real, man. You can have your own thing, and that don't let that get to your head. If that wasn't already your thought process, if that wasn't something that's really deep down inside it in you, and you okay where you at, don't let that get to your head. I'm so serious. But we have to identify to who we really are. No, I'm not watching the game at all. What game? What game is on? My team lost. I ain't watching no game. I own my building with independent workers. The responsibility of an owner are crazy. Known and unknown things happen. I have a team, but I always want more team elevation. I train staff constantly. Yeah, that's how it should be. And that's how it should be. Now, when you said known and unknown things happen, I'm starting off the year with a reel of an unknown thing that happened. Y'all gonna see it. If not tomorrow, the next day. I'm coming out swinging because it's true. It's like it's real true, and y'all gonna see why my best friend is Lowe's. Other than the fact that it's right down the street, but you'll see why I have to go there a lot. Always something I gotta get from Lowe's. So back at it. For those that haven't responded with this, I would love to know in the comments. What now? What's your next? What are we striving for in 2026? All right, let me see. Everybody ain't built to be a shop owner. The shop I left was like 1,400 square feet, and the owner was the only barber in there. Prime location. I tried to help dude, but he just wasn't business minded at all. Yeah, it be like that. It really do. 1,400 square feet. I mean, that's an easy 6 chairs, 6 to 8. The only barber in there? Yeah. Sometimes we think that that's what we need. But here's another real take though. Some of us haven't matured enough how to be even a team player. Forget the owner. Like we don't even know how to be a team player, so we skip the whole learning how to be a part of a team straight to ownership. But basically, we don't even do that well. That's why we don't even if they're a owner, it's tough for them managing people because they didn't even know how to be a part of anything. And he's been open for 5 years. Only 6 Google reviews. Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I wish he would um, just entertain the being a part of a team, seeing where you fit in that. Because some of us, like I said, we don't know. We don't know where we really fit in at. We just see stuff online. Somebody says, "Hey, we need to do this." We do it. Realize like, yo, that ain't for us. Unless some of us won't even admit that it ain't for you. But we got to get there, y'all. We got to realize what's what. We got to know what's for us. You either a dope, great barber, be a part of a team, nothing wrong with that. Or be an owner and help people become the best they could become. If you have the space, you have the energy, you have the time, if you have the willingness for that. It takes a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It takes a lot. But other than that, what's for 26, y'all? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are the goals? Man, this cup is everything. What else did I have? Oh. Also, I'm gonna put this up here. This is for anybody that wants any discounts on clippers and trimmers. Um, I'll probably have another QR code for something else soon, but we could talk about that later. But for right now, if you in the market still, some of us don't need to be in the market. I'll be honest with y'all. Some of y'all just need to have what y'all have, master them things and call it a day. But if you are in the market, at least get a discount. At least don't pay full price. I have about um, another update. I have about 3 videos. Like there's one video I was looking through my folders. This is another thing. I like to analyze all my folders. I got my folders like by year. 23, 23, 24, 25. I looked at my 25 folder. I have at least about like 3 things that need to go over into 26 because I ain't even get to it yet. It's tough. 10.5 years under someone else taught me how to manage. I had to humble myself first. Can't stand when no owner say you don't listen. I know it works. Be humble. Fatal, you didn't return at the last mark, like how pastors say, I'm closing, give me 5 more minutes. I got 5 more minutes in me. Nah, but we was just I'll put this back up. We were just doing a recap. Appreciate everybody. That's been watching all that content. I still got some more coming. But I talked about what now. This is some of the stuff I'll be offering in 2026 that you're going to see on my channel. The behind the scenes one, I think you guys are going to get the most information. You're going to see more what it really takes. Real talk. I think y'all going to see that. And then I ask everybody what's next for them, for themselves. Like, what's next for you? 2026 mentality first. Do treatments of my feet and legs. And third thing is loving my family more than my salon time. I have much respect to that. Much respect to that. I understand that. I definitely do. And it's funny because me and my wife we had a meeting and I was talking about health. Like we can't play with our health. Like we just can't. We can't skip out on the health bill. We can't. We just got to get it right. We got to get ourselves right. Like I ain't never been to a spa. 2026, I'm going to a spa. I'm gonna get my life together. Some will say I like nah. I ain't been like to a spa. I want to go to like a legit spa. Yeah, and I ain't ashamed to say it. Get checked up. I gotta go get new. I think I might have to get new prescription contacts and glasses. Like I just like first quarter. You know what I mean? Look, we hear and carry others' burdens all day. It weighs on us and we don't even know it. Exactly. That is so real. That is so real. I don't know if barbers really realize that, but that is so real. And we always put ourselves to the back burner, and say, I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, 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 you do gotta do what you gotta do. Taking care of yourself is definitely one of them. All right. Any questions? Anything else at all? If not, I am gonna cut this a little bit earlier than usual. I think I'm gonna probably keep it at a cap of 11:30, um, because I want to try to balance out this night, this podcast. I don't want it to be 2 hours long. I mean, I've been there before, but this year I kind of want to get some of my time back. Hit this joint hard. Let's have our conversations and go from there. I'm still gonna invite people if they want to do the lives and stuff like that. I still have some random giveaways. That's just who I am. But I'm gonna scale it back with the time a little bit. And don't worry about no drama. Please, let's not worry about drama. Let's start out the year. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. So just wanted to say that. You said before you close, I make myself sit for 10 minutes and decompress. That way I don't carry it home with me. Peace out. Enjoyed you, man. One love. Much respect, bro. Yeah, sometimes we just need that moment to decompress. I do it throughout the whole day. Sometimes I just take a drive somewhere and just be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and sit here real quick. Anybody else? Got about a healthy 5 minutes. And I've been testing out this bad boy. Yeah. Anybody else? If not, that's okay. Y'all enjoying y'all evening. I know it's been crazy for some of us the past few days. A lot's been going on. We cut a lot of hair. We had a lot of family. Just a lot. Just a lot. This could be your reset time. If y'all ain't working tomorrow, I mean, if you got some stuff to get around in the house, the wife told you got some stuff. Hey, listen, do what you gotta do. But all I'm saying is get some rest or take care of yourself. All right. So I appreciate y'all for being here. This is the first podcast. Now, I might um I've been working on like something different a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how that works when it comes to this podcast, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Do you know what clippers? You talking about the blade? You talking about the blades? Majority of them do. Since it's a four-hole blade. Now, how's this? So let me say it like this: the Annis Phenom bracket, the one that comes with the clipper in the box, right? It does not have the four-hole bracket. When you buy the Phenom blade itself, like the Annis Phenom blade itself, separately, that one comes with the four-hole bracket. Once you do that, majority anything can fit on that. Then you can do whatever. Now, if you have an extra one already, great. Then almost any of them can fit that. But it's not the one that comes the on the clipper unless they change that. And if you really want to make sure, you can just reach out to them to see if they changed it. How can we book you to a city? Hey, just reach out to me at ConcisetheBarber@gmail.com and then we can discuss from there. But I appreciate that. Will the Super Ant Black Obsidian 50 phenom bracket? It might, but I'm not sure. I might have did that a while ago. It might, to be honest, but I'm not sure if those two attachment the mechanisms are the same exact fit. I'm not sure. Good question though. I was talking about something like this, but the brands are not going to do it. They're not going to make it like universal. They're not. Yeah, they're not going to do it. It would be nice for us, but for them, they're going to be like, why would we do that? All right, so look, I'm gonna get going. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Um, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Y'all gonna see some stuff. If you follow me on my IG, Concise the Barber as well, you'll see sometimes some stuff will get there first, and then we'll talk about it here. Or you can get into like the subscribe channel that I have, and I have some like hidden gems in that. So I appreciate y'all. We start out the year healthy. We're all here. We're doing well. Protect your mental, protect your physical, protect your spiritual, protect yourself, man. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep going. and allow 2026 be the year that the momentum is really taking off. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all in the next one, Lord willing.